Welcome to Tech Talks, Evolving Distribution. I'm Corey Hayes, and with me is Bill Rosado. Today, we're exploring how digital transformation is reshaping the distribution industry.
That's right. From e-commerce platforms to CRM tools, we talk with industry experts about how distribution can embrace these changes and thrive in the ever-changing space.
Whether you're just getting started or looking for new insights, we've got you covered. Today's episode is packed with information to help you navigate the digital shift.
So let the tech talk begin.
Hello, and thank you for tuning in to the debuting episode of Tech Talks Evolving Distribution. I'm your host, Corey Hayes, alongside co-host Bill Rosado, and we're very excited to get started with our first ever podcast, the first of many. Wanted to jump on and give a little bit of a introductory episode of what this podcast is going to be about and what we hope to accomplish in our conversations. Bill, thanks for jumping on today.
Oh man, I am super excited. Just pumped, right? This is kind of a concept we've been talking about for quite a while. And for Corey to help me put this out there, to go live and actually be able to have conversations and record them and share them with our community, right? Distribution has opportunities in this digital transformation world, and we're here to get experts to help you along that journey.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we wanted to do in this first initial episode, for the listener, that we hope you come back and listen to every single episode, but we wanted to give you the framework of what to expect when you come and you listen to one of our episodes, and just talk about what you're going to learn as part of this podcast. So really, I'd love to get into this conversation with you just for a short little while, Bill. But to tell the listener up front, what we're aiming to do is have a episode ranging from 20 to 30 minutes. It's not going to always just be Bill and I talking. We have a lineup of experts, industry experts, that we're going to bring on, ask questions, and get you guys some really good information that will help you thrive in the digital marketplace, in the modern marketplace that is ever changing and ever evolving. So really, Bill, I just want to set up these questions for you, and we'll walk through this together. Why don't you let us know what, as a listener, we could expect to learn by listening to this podcast?
So two-part answer to that really is that it's about why digital transformation fails, right, in the distribution space. And then the backside to that, right, is, so how can distributors get it right? How can they win? What are the success? What are the capabilities? And how do you get there? So when we talk about common failure points, man, we're talking about silos of data, underinvestment, poor organizational buy-in, things like that. But when we're talking about winning strategies, we're talking about, like, what's that roadmap look like to win, right? How do you choose the right partner and the right technology? And then how do you measure that progress effectively going forward? And then the most exciting part to me, right, learning tips from people that have successfully went through digital transformation. I think that's going to be the big win at each of these episodes, is you're going to take something away that you're going to be able to implement today, right, in your distribution space in your organization.
Right. And I think that that's going to be vitally important as we get into these conversations with industry experts, is really understanding different perspectives and different approaches to accomplish the same goal, right? We all want to grow our distributorships. We all want to grow in sales. We want to grow in business. And listening to how other people have done it, the success stories they have, the failure stories they have, what they've learned along the way, is great tools to take with us. And I know that up top in this first episode, we want to talk about 5 key points that we have seen and that we have learned and have communicated with across distributors, across America, about what we've seen makes a successful shift into the digital marketplace and what doesn't. So could you touch on those for us real quick?
Yes. So some of the failure points, right? Some of the things that are pretty common that we see. The first would be just lack of a clear roadmap. And it's a clear roadmap on both sides, right? Your organization, and then also the organization you choose as a partner. We just see where there is no clear plan, right? And we hear horror stories where things just didn't go live, right? So when we talk about failing, not everything's going to be 100% fail, right? But there's little things, but we do see without a roadmap, a clear roadmap, a huge failure where sometimes you don't even go live and launch that solution that you're looking for. Follow that up. Fail number 2, right, is organizational resistance. So really just no real buy-in from the organization. We see a lot of times this becomes an IT or an individual within the organization's idea or a group of them, but they don't get buy-in from the people that are actually going to use it. They don't get buy-in from their customers. So we're really hope to dig into, right, how you can go ahead and get through that organizational resistance in so you don't fail in a solution. The third major fail that we see is just poorly integrated solutions, right? So often people tell you what they can do or will do, but not what they actually do, right? As far as that integration. And one of the biggest failures in the digital transformation is if there isn't a great integration to your ERP, we see too many times that's just a huge failure. And then fourth, just to kind of keep rounding out this list here with 4 and 5, 4 is just underinvestment in an initiative, right? Unfortunately, we see too many people that think, you know what, we just want to dip our toe into the water, so we're going to go with the low-cost provider in a solution. Well, here's what you get. A low-cost provider is going to get you a low-cost solution, right, and low-cost results. You're not going to see high results, and it's not going to be the end goal that you planned on. And then to round it out with that very fifth one that we see as a very common is just unrealistic expectations as far as what the return on investment will be. People so often don't know really what the goal is, and then they think that the return on investment is totally different than what the outcome is going to be. And that could be from the solution failing. It could be from just not having the right conversations ahead of time. It might just go right back to that roadmap, Corey, right? Yeah. The roadmap wasn't set, so the expectations aren't really realistic.
Yeah, I think that's a great 30,000-foot overview of, what we hope to accomplish and tackle in these conversations that we have with industry experts. And I think that that's really going to be our pivotal role in the brainchild and the process of this podcast is to bring people to the table and ask the right questions and ask interesting questions to explore what it is they've learned as they've shifted to a digital marketplace, and help you along the way to also exceed in your business and crush business goals. That's what we really hope to do. And that's the value that we hope to provide throughout this podcast. So we hope that you will tune in and join us every first and third Thursday of the month. We are kicking this off starting March. We're very excited about it. We've already got some guests lined up. I'm not going to give anything away too quick, but I know that you'll enjoy their time, and I know that you'll find value in the conversation. So please join us every first and third Thursday of the month, and we look forward to getting this started. Bill, is there any final thoughts that you have as we wrap this up and get ready for our first episode?
So what you're going to find in these episodes going forward is my favorite part is how do distributors get it right? Right, you're going to learn from these guests that we have that have walked in your shoes or seen it time and time again, and they're going to bring real tips, things that you can take and go ahead and use immediately on how to get things right in the digital transformation process.
Awesome. Well, we're so looking forward to getting started and getting this live out to you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into our first introductory episode. We'll call it episode 0, if you will. Episode 1 is right around the corner, coming to you the first week of March, the first Thursday of March, March 6th, I believe is the date. Really looking forward to getting that pushed out there. Feel free to join the conversation. We're going to have a YouTube channel that we'll post. We also have a LinkedIn page. We would love for you to go and look us up and on YouTube, look us up on LinkedIn, join our community, be a part of the conversation. And if there's certain topics that you would like to hear, let us know. Ask certain questions and be a part of the conversation as a whole. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we look forward to getting started with you. Until next time, we'll see you. And that's a wrap for today's episode of Tech Talks Evolving Distribution. Thanks for tuning in.
And we hope you've gained some valuable insights on how to embrace digital transformation and stay ahead in the distribution industry.
A special thanks to our sponsor, Aldrich Web Solutions, for supporting this podcast. With over 20 years of experience, they've been helping distributors win online and maximize their digital presence. Be sure to check them out if you're ready to take your business to the next level.
And if you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and leave us a review. And of course, share this with anyone who could benefit from this conversation.
We'll be back next time with more expert insights. And until then, keep evolving and embracing change.